So I lost my mom 3 years ago. I need some advice. It's kind of a personal video, man.
So I know this is an old video, but I wanted to stop and give, first of all, condolences for the loss of your mom. My advice is that, grief doesn't never really go away. You just get better at managing it. Some years better than others. And that's okay. My dad passed away 5 years ago last Friday. And it's been difficult. It's difficult. I think about him. I actually have some of his clothes still, and if I want to smell Pops, I go in that drawer and I just wrap myself in his big shirts. I was wrapped in one of the blankets that I last found him in. I was wrapped up in his blanket, and I was just crying. He had been heavy on my mind, and I said, "Pops, I know you're here. I can feel you. I know you're here." And I said, "Can you just give me a sign? I'm really missing you. It's been 5 years. A lot has changed. It was 2020, and a lot has happened since then." And so I'm like, "Just send me a bear. Like, send me a bear." And I thought that was too easy. I said, "No, I can see a stuffed bear anywhere, so that's too easy." I said, "Send me a real bear." And I kind of left it at that. A couple of days later, I'm on TikTok, and the first video was this cat in the kitchen and this big old black bear coming through the kitchen window. The cat is freaking out, and the bear gets scared and goes back out the window into the darkness. And I'm laughing. It's hilarious. I know it's AI, but I'm laughing so hard. And then I'm like, the bear. It technically wasn't a real bear, but it was a real bear. I was like, "Thanks, Pops." And I call my dad Pops, but everybody else called him Bear. So the best way you can honor your mom is to never let her memory die. Her physical body may be gone, but her spirit, it's an energy that never goes away. I honor my dad every day. Every day. He was a veteran. He fought 2 tours in Vietnam, and I miss him. All right. Hope this helps. Oh, I forgot to add, this was a Wednesday when the bear came out. 2 days later, on Friday, my daughter, 17, comes home. She rides the city bus home, and she tells me, she's like, Mom, there was a man on the bus that smelled just like Grandpa Bear. And I was like, "What do you mean? Like, he smelled like cigarettes?" Because my pop smoked. And she was like, "No, he smelled like Grandpa Bear, and he looked like him. He was tall, big old, big black guy, and he was wearing a hospital gown, and he had a walker that he was using to walk with, that you push in front of you." And she was like, "He just looked like Grandpa Bear." I had not told her anything. Yeah. Yeah. A little extra surprise from Pops. I just wanted to share that. Okay, I promise. One more last time. I thought it was very interesting that the guy on the bus was just coming out of the hospital, because my dad never left the hospital. He never made it out of the hospital. And so for her, seeing a guy that looked like my dad, smelled like my dad, in hospital gown, it just I was shook. Sometimes we get just what we need when we need it. And I needed that. I needed to know that the way I was feeling, that I felt him, was real. Yeah. It's an indescribable thing. Indescribable. But I'm grateful.